Hey, what's going on, everyone? Dennis here, EDC for Fun. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're going to take a look at my Tier 1 prep, aka my EDC, what I carry on my person, in my pockets, etc. The inspiration for today's video is coming from my good friend Rich over at True Budget EDC. Rich posted a video earlier this morning called What I EDC and Why. So I just wanted to come on here and just build on that and just do a quick rundown of what I EDC and why. So to kick things off, I'm just going to get the boring stuff out of the way. You got your keys, you got your phone. This is my old phone. My new phone's actually in the stand right now. And let's see, my wallet. So obviously you need to, have ID and pay for stuff and whatnot. So that's what the wallet's for. This is a pop-off leather card holder, which does that job and looks good doing it. Very durable. Had this for a few years and I really like it. On the keys, what's holding my keys, I clip them to a belt loop on my pants using this Rovivon carabiner. It's titanium. It's got some tools that I don't really use, but they are there in case you need them. And this one's got, Phillips and a flathead. And on the other side, it's got this blade. Again, don't really use that stuff, but it's nice to have, not really a need to have. Also on my keys, besides the keys themselves, I've got some low-profile nail clippers. They also have this little file on the back there. I've got some tweezers. These are great if I'm in the woods or, hiking or doing whatever. If I get a splinter or a tick or whatever, these guys are perfect for that. I also have a secondary flashlight. I don't use this much, although it looks really beat up. That's because it's on my keys. But the reality is I don't often use it because I have a primary flashlight. This is just a backup. Okay, that's the boring stuff. We'll go now kind of top down from everything else. On my head, I've got a pair of sunglasses. These are coming from Magpul, and these are polarized as well as ballistic rated. They're not too expensive. I've had a few of these over the years. I've lost some, broken others, and I just keep buying them because they work really well for me. And they protect my eyes not only from the sun, but also from debris. Like I said, they are ballistic rated, so whether I'm driving and just want them for the sun, or if I'm at the range, or if I'm out on a boat or hiking or whatever, just keep, crap from flying into my eyes. These work really well for that. Also on my dome up there, I've got a hat. I almost always wear a ball cap. I like the rigid bill. Not only because it holds my sunglasses when I'm not wearing them, but I can also clip my primary flashlight on there. And also if I'm crawling around, whether it's, in the woods or if I'm inspecting a house, like in a basement or something like that, this will keep me from bashing my nose up against something. It also will get the cobwebs before my face does. I prefer the mesh style trucker hats just for ventilation. Just makes the hat super lightweight and comfortable. So that's that. On my wrist, I've got a automatic watch. This one's coming from Seiko, the Seiko Samurai. I like automatic watches, not only because they don't require batteries, but I like the winding aspect and just the whole analog kind of feel in general. And so what's really cool is as you wear these guys, they wind themselves. There is a pendulum inside the movement here that as it moves and as you're walking and just going about your day, that pendulum swings and winds up the movement, and that way it keeps the watch running. And this one keeps pretty accurate time. It also has this rotating bezel up here, so you can actually time certain things. And it's just cool. It's tactile. I like it. And one of the things about my EDC is not only do I pick things that are functional, but fun. I like stuff that looks cool and feels cool as well as works, the way it's intended to. All right, now going into the pockets, I've got a bolt action pen. This is from Bastion. It's aluminum body, slim, lightweight pen in case I need to write something. That kind of goes without saying. I don't carry a notepad on my person. I do keep one in my backpack and in my car, but if I ever need to jot something down, I can just pull this out and write on my hand. No big deal. Or if I need to sign something that's, at a restaurant or a store or whatever, that comes in really handy. Let's see. Also, front left pocket, I've got a flashlight. And carrying a flashlight, I think, is a game changer. You should not be using the flashlight on your phone. It's just not reliable. It's not as strong. It's just not convenient. And with a dedicated flashlight, you'll get longer battery life, you'll get more output, you'll get more options for illumination. So with this one from Olight, it's got this two-way pocket clip, so I can, I can clip this on the bill of my hat so I can go hands-free. Obviously, I can clip it in my pocket. I could take it off if I wanted to. But it's got a lockout feature and a tail switch. So when I put this in my pocket, I can lock the flashlight out and it won't turn on accidentally. And then it's also got different modes. So I can go anywhere from, like 1 lumen or 5, whatever the low mode is, all the way up to 2000 or whatever the high mode is. So definitely not relying on my phone for illumination. Having a dedicated flashlight and even a backup flashlight, I think, is imperative. This is actually probably, other than, my phone and my keys and my wallet, and my watch, this is the light is probably what I use the most. And so it's really important to me to have a nice flashlight. I've been using Olights for a long time, 10 plus years, and they just, work really, really well for me. Back left pocket, I've got a Hank. This one's coming from Old Heritage Homestead and True Budget EDC. It's a high pile microfiber, and Hanks are super, super handy. Not only for if you're, sweating, you want to wipe your brow or whatever, or if you're cleaning off your sunglasses or your knives or whatever. I've used this camping to grab the handle of a hot pan. I used this just yesterday at the Christmas tree farm. We just got out of church and went right to the farm to cut a tree down. It was really, really muddy, and I just unfolded this guy, threw it on the ground, and kneeled on that just to keep my pants clean. And so, there's a million uses for Hanks, and they fold up flat and fit in your pocket. So really no reason why you shouldn't have one. And if you start carrying one, you'll absolutely be glad that you did. All right, moving over to the right pocket now. I've got Palm OC spray, and this is very compact and lightweight, very easy to carry with this clip. You can also get them with a keychain attachment or no attachment if you wanted to just stick this in a pocket. But I do like clipping it on my pocket. It works really well for me. And the reason I carry this is because it's really important to me to be able to defend myself with a non-lethal option. So I can, as John Correa from Advanced, what's he called? Advanced Self-Protection, his YouTube channel, he always says you want something between a harsh word and a gun. So before you go to, lethal means of self-defense, which in, most cases is not warranted, if somebody gets in your personal space but is not a deadly threat, you want something that can, back them off without elevating it to that next level. And I guarantee you guys, as somebody who's been in fights before, you don't want to throw hands either. Okay, having something like this will save you a lot of pain, a lot of stress, a lot of legal issues. Won't absolve you of anything, and sure, it could land you in trouble depending on where you are and what you're doing, but having something that can back somebody off who is, just getting hot-headed and invading your personal space without having to, create a physical altercation is a must. All right, next up, I've got my primary cutting tool, and that is, in this case, a Spyderco Smock. And this guy's got a hollow ground S30V stainless steel blade. It's got a flipper tab for quick deployment, button compression lock for quick closure. And, carrying a cutting tool is not only good for opening packages and things like that. But for me, the primary thing that I use on a day-to-day basis with my EDC knives is actually food prep. I love, whether it's cutting up fruit or steak or whatever it is, or just opening food packages with my knife, is really, really handy. And, there are other uses as well, but for me, that's the main reason I carry a knife. And I carry one that is not only functional, but also fun. So it doubles with that fidget factor. You can, take this guy out when you're driving or sitting around or whatever, and just kind of flick to your heart's desire and just have a little bit of fun. So there's that. And that is all that is in my pockets. Last but not least is going to be a firearm. This one's a P80 chambered in 40. It's got a light on here, and the the thing about firearms, I understand they're not for everybody. My personal philosophy is, I have a God-given right to defend myself and my family, or anyone, from anyone who would, see to hurt or even kill them. And being able to defend against that without a firearm is going to be pretty difficult. The way I was raised, that's how I choose to defend myself and my family and the people around me. I'm carrying this guy in an inside the waistband holster from Hidden Hybrid Holsters. They work great. I've got videos on that stuff too. But that is it, guys. That is what I carry on my person, from the firearm to the knife, the wallet, the hank, glasses, light, OC spray, phone, hat, watch, keys. That's it, man, other than the clothes on my back and the information that's between my ears. Speaking of information between your ears, definitely check out Rich from True Budget EDC. He's not only a good friend, but a good resource. And other than that, guys, I appreciate you checking out the video. Leave me a like and a comment. Subscribe if you're not already. Have a fantastic day. God bless you guys. See ya.